Oh, I should have learned how to play the guitar, I think, but I know how to play the drums.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, I can't do that.
You can't play the drums? Can't fake
I can
it?
play bongos.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. I can play anything pretty much. Here, move this over here so you don't step on it. Put that there. Put your guitar there. Oh, shut up, girl. That's Bertha. She's all right. She's a meet and greet. She's meet and greet.
She's huge.
She's a big girl. Oh, shush. So how you been?
I'm good.
Good for you. Here, where are we going to put that?
I'm going to hold that.
Okay, can you hold that? That's all right? All right, let me make sure.
Seatbelt?
Yeah, go put your seatbelt on. Awesome. So now you're here. You're back home. Or do you live here now? What's the story?
It's weird because I travel a lot for my job, so I'll be in LA for a month, and then I'll be in Nashville for a month, and then I'll come home here when I'm on break, and then I'll go to New York, and now they want me to go to Sweden.
How old are you?
I just turned 19.
Well, it's been a good run so far.
That's been pretty fun.
You like it?
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy?
I love it. Yeah.
You must be.
It's crazy.
All right.
I'm way too lucky.
All right. Now, for folks out there who are just tuning in, who are watching this, by the way, all over the world now, because the streaming part of it's not live yet.
Okay.
But you know, we'll be there. But I do stream on genotv.com. It streams live, the channel. Plus the clip will be available. You're a local gal. You're out of high school just recently.
Yeah.
You went to school here on Nantucket, and you have kind of like just burst out into the scene, into the music scene, both as a performer and a songwriter, correct?
I don't
how
do
would you
a lot
describe
of.
it?
I don't do a lot of performing, but
Okay.
I am a songwriter, a professional songwriter. I was signed when I was in high school, actually, my senior year. So I applied to colleges and got in, but I was like, I'm probably gonna work and do my job instead of go to college for it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go from the beginning a little bit. You know, your dad is Gary Trainor, who wasn't he a music teacher out here at one time?
Mm-hmm.
That's where it all started for you. Did he teach you how to play music?
He actually refused to teach me. He helped me. He bought me everything I need to know, and he would like put me in a room and say, learn 3 chords. But he told me he didn't want to teach me how to play piano because he didn't want to fight. He didn't want to argue with me or something. So
How old were you at this point?
that was like, I always played by ear, but I asked him like 4 years ago, could you please sit down and give me lessons or something? And he was like,
4 years ago?
it was enough.
But you've been, yeah, okay, but you had been playing with music since you were a little kid, though.
Yeah. I had to do it all by ear.
All by ear?
Yeah.
You would listen to your dad
Yeah.
play his piano, or whatever it was, right? And then you would do it.
Yeah.
And you would mimic him. Is that right?
I'd try.
Try. So how old were you when you realized that you loved music and that you would probably end up doing what you're doing?
I was very young when I started playing piano, like just messing around at like 7 to 11. And then at 11, I started writing my own songs. I don't know why. It was like I didn't do covers. I just did my own stuff. And at 13, I got a Mac, and I started recording with GarageBand, and then I was producing. And
With
then
a garage band?
GarageBand, yeah.
Is that a local band? What's garage? Oh, that's the, I know what it is, software.
Yeah.
Hardware software.
Yeah. At 13, I was like producing, so then I was a songwriter and a producer. But I never knew that could be a job. I never thought like, oh, I could do this for a living. I wanted to be a singer, and I needed all that stuff to go with it. And then as I got older, like by 15 and 16, I made albums for myself, all by myself. And then my parents took me to songwriting conventions, and you just show your music, and they judge you, and it was just nice to know where I was at. And I was actually found at one of those songwriters conventions.
Where was that?
In Durango, Colorado.
In Colorado?
Yeah.
Ooh, very nice. And so, you must have been one of the younger people.
Yeah, I was.
Right?
I was very young.
Unbelievable. But how did I mean, because you can sing, and because you love to write your own songs, how hasn't your performance been a part of where you are now? Why isn't it that you're not like performing?
Because I was signed as a songwriter. So what I do is my publisher will set me up with meetings or with co-writes, and I'll go in and I'll meet the person for the first time, and we'll have to write a song in the next however long it takes.
Unbelievable. So.
And I'll do that, like, some people do it 3 times a day. I don't do that. In Nashville they do that a lot, but I'll do it like once every day for a week.
Okay, before we get to that, did school have any importance to you?
High school?
Yeah.
Yes, very much.
How did that help?
I went to high school in the Cape.
Okay.
And the music business, I mean, the music there is huge. Like, they had 94 kids in their band, just in the band.
Were you in the band too?
Mm-hmm.
What did you do in the band?
I did, I played trumpet for the jazz band.
Oh,
and
so
then
you're a trumpet player
then I
too?
would go up and sing, yeah.
So how many instruments can you play?
I played trumpet, piano, guitar, and bongos.
Well, you almost have to if you're going to write your own music, right?
Yeah.
When you did GarageBand, were you putting all the tracks down?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much? Maybe your dad would help you?
I would create the drums from scratch, like with the kick and snare.
You would? Wow. So you really learned how to use that software.
And I'll learn how to play bass on the keyboard.
Okay.
My dad would teach me that. He helped me out with that because he loves just watching me produce a song. And he'll be like, yo, you need a bass player? Because I can play bass on the piano. But I started doing it myself.
That is great. So where'd you go to school on the Cape?
Nassau Regional High School.
Okay. That has a good reputation, that school.
Yeah, it's amazing. I loved it.
You did?
Yeah, I loved every bit of it. It was awesome. And my brothers love it too.
Oh,
my brothers both went there.
Are they musicians?
Oh, my younger brother plays bass in the jazz band too, so we played together for 2 years or something.
You went out to this place in Durango, just on your parents thought, hey, she's got some talent. Let's see what other people think. Is that right?
Yeah.
So what was that like when you got there, and was it intimidating?
The first year it was terrifying because I told my parents I don't like being judged. I don't want to be judged. And the first year they ate me alive because I was 15 and I had these adorable songs, but they were like, your lyrics don't really work. And that was true. Like, my lyrics were the weakest point because I could do melody and I could sing and I had guitar, but there's the lyrics. And then
But you were 15 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, shouldn't they be from a 15-year-old's
child.
perspective? Okay, fair enough.
But then the next year, or I was probably 16, yeah. And then the next year I went, I begged my parents, like, can we not go, please? I do not want to go. They are so mean, and I don't want to see any of them. And then we went anyways, and that was the year that I got signed. That was the trip that got me signed.
So what did you do differently? Okay,
I did
that first time when they ate you up.
Yeah, that kind of got me inspired to come back.
How did you change? How would you describe that change?
I actually wrote in that year, I wrote a whole album, another one, and I produced it all, and
you changed the lyrics, obviously.
Yeah.
And how would you say they changed? In what way?
More mature.
Mature themes.
Yeah, mature themes.
Do you see yourself as, in the future, in 5 years, do you think you're just going to continue to write songs? Or do you think you might be performing in a band? Or what do you see? I'm just curious.
I think I'm going to be a songwriter, but I want to be a performer when I'm older. So yeah, maybe a performer by then.
Yep. And how do you see yourself performing when you're older?
That's the crazy part, because I play acoustic stuff. Like, live, I'll play adorable Kobe Calais stuff. And then when I write songs, it could be Rihanna fist pump. Like,
it really? So
yeah.
You're
I do dance
I guess on
pop.
one hand you're kind of, it's not folk, but you're a singer-songwriter.
Yeah.
Right? And then on another hand, you can write pop songs that Rihanna, what's her name? Rihanna. Obviously, I don't listen to her, but I know who she is.
Yeah.
That she might buy? Would she be interested in buying your songs?
Yeah, if my publishers get it to the right people.
Now, how does that world work? Let's talk about that.
That's a crazy world.
There must be so many people that think they have the next big pop song. And they might, but they can't get it to them.
Mm-hmm.
How does that all work?
That's the hardest part of my job. I have to wait patiently and just hope that it gets to the right people. And my publisher, she'll call me one day and say, hey, I just sent your song to China and they love it. And I'll be like, oh, cool.
So you mean, wait a minute. So if you send your song to China and a Chinese
An artist sings,
performer,
yeah.
do you
My
get paid,
friends
you get
have
paid
Chinese
for that?
artists
Can
sing,
you
yeah.
get paid for that?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is it
Every
the
time it
same,
plays, I'll get a certain percentage.
Is it the same
for my
price that
life.
you get for somebody that was in LA?
It depends on the artist.
Yeah.
How big they get. That's why, like, I have country holds right now with Lauren Elena.
Wait a minute. You got, I thought we were talking pop music. You're a country singer too? You do country?
No. In Nashville, it's hard not to do country. Because,
wait a minute. So you were in Nashville. You went to Nashville.
Mm-hmm. That's where I'm signed. A Nashville Publishing.
Oh, you are.
That's why everyone gets confused too, because when I go to LA, because my publisher's like, you gotta be out there, you're so good at pop. They're all like, oh, you're with Big Yellow Dog? Oh, they're country, so you're obviously country. And I always say, no, I don't do country at all, really. Like, I did it for fun in Nashville because everyone's hard country there, like.
Sure.
But,
well,
yeah.
you went there for a purpose, though. You went to Nashville, so you obviously have some interest in.
Yeah.
Well, what's wrong with country pop? My God, that's
country
a huge
pop
business.
That's what I write.
Oh, well,
sometimes.
Okay. I see.
I do a lot of different genres. So if I became an artist, it'd be very difficult to choose what I would want to do. I think I want to do the crazy, fun Kesha stuff, and then I'll surprise them and be like, wait, I can actually play an instrument and sing. I think that's genius.
Hey, but first and foremost, you got to make a living, right? That's what we're talking about. So you write this song, you write it, or do you collaborate with other people when you write it?
Sometimes I collab. Like when I do writing trips, I collab.
Do you write the song from a melody that you play on the guitar or the piano first and then add the lyrics, or is it the other way around? Everybody
is different doing that. Sometimes when I know the person and I beforehand, or like my publisher will tell me you're gonna write with this person, I'll sometimes create a chorus and prepare myself for when I go in there, and I'll say, hey, I got something right here, what do you think? And I just, but I'm a melody girl. I just start with melodies before lyrics at all. And cause Max Martin is the biggest songwriter nowadays, and he says he's actually heard my song and produced it, and he says when I was working on that project, he was like, I don't care about any of your lyrics as long as your melody is amazing. So I focus on the melodies first, and then I'll get the lyrics later.
Now, how does he stay on top? Just because he has a name? Or does he look for people like you?
He's huge now because he started doing all the hits from Backstreet Boys.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's got all those.
Oh, those are his.
And he's got today's Katy Perry's, like, huge hits.
You know, okay, so that's a great point. So Katy
That's what
Perry,
I want to be, too.
Oh, yeah. You know who I was listening on my channel this morning was, I think she's the best voice.
Katy Perry?
No.
Oh.
I like her, though.
Who?
I'm not a big pop guy, but I think the chick that won American Idol, that's so huge. She won American Idol, and a long time ago. Now she's...
Kelly Clarkson?
Yes.
She has the best voice. I saw her live.
I think she has the best voice.
I was backstage at her place with my Uncle Burton. Because their guitar player from Carolina Liar and I are friends because we got to write one day. And
Did you get to meet her?
He opened for her. No, because she was performing, but I was standing there and she came right out and just looked at me and I was like, good job.
All right.
It was crazy.
She is really... I'm not
so
into that,
good.
but when I hear her sing, I'm amazed at her.
And live, she goes...
I've heard.
She does... I always like listen to her. I'm like, she's not gonna hit it. And then she does. It's crazy.
So Katy Perry doesn't write any of those songs?
No, Katy Perry will help, but not really.
Okay.
Because artists nowadays are trying to take my job and they're trying to write with the big songwriters. So now they get credit for writing. And they're like Kelly Clarkson. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to hear any of our songs because she wants to write them herself to get that credit. And I respect that because if I'm an artist, I'm gonna be like, I don't need your songs. I'll write it myself.
Well, right.
But
sometimes you just got to do it, though.
Sometimes they got it.
If the song's that good,
yeah.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
People want to hear a good song.
Exactly.
All right, so you're working. Now, who is these publicists that you say that you brought up? Who are these?
Carla Wallace is my publisher.
Is he in Nashville?
She.
Oh, I'm
Carla.
Sorry. Oh, Carla. I'm sorry. So
Yeah.
she's in Nashville?
Yes, she was born and raised in Nashville. She's extremely country. But she loves my pop songs. And that's like,
Does she have connections to your pop song to get you those people, to get you hooked up with
I think so. I think she has some. We had she got me meetings with all these labels one trip in LA. And it was every day just a new label, and I had to go in and get interviewed and then play songs, and it was very intimidating, but she got me them, and I don't know how. And because of that, I met Mike Flynn, who works at Sony Epic, and he's a big dude, and he got me with Sean Kingston's producers.
Jeez.
So now, and then I wrote with those guys in LA, and I fell in love with them because they're amazing, and now we write all the time. We have like 20 songs together.
Okay, so now, all right, tell me how you do it. You're here, but you jump around. You jump to LA, you go to Nashville.
I live in my suitcase.
You live in your suitcase. When are you going back to do more song?
My publisher's supposed to call me any day now and tell me, all right, we're going to LA.
Do you need to be in the same studio, or can you write it from your computer and then send them and talk to each other through the...
You can do that. Skyping, a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
I did it once with my Italian friends who are very Italian, so I wasn't digging it because I couldn't understand anything they were saying, and it was all glitchy, but I don't know. If you're desperate. Like, my friend said she has Dr. Luke tracks, which are huge, and so I should probably do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
All right, so now where you go off to next? So where will you be flying to next?
I'm going to LA in the beginning of February, I think.
When I think of songwriting, are you in a studio or are you in a hotel room? Where
no, I'm in a studio.
You're in a studio, and you're sitting down with a guy who might write lyrics, another one who's good with the melody, and you collect, and that's how you put it all together.
Yeah.
And then once the song is, you guys are happy with it, who takes it from there?
Well, we'll produce it, and if they don't produce, I'll produce it. Like, that's another thing.
Okay.
Some guys, they only produce, and then
when you say produce, does that mean you have to lay it down?
Yeah, lay down all the tracks.
Oh, I see.
And then we'll...
Even though they might get changed by the artist who buys it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. Most of the time they will.
Okay.
And then we'll put the date on it in the email, and then we'll say who wrote it, and then we'll send it to my publisher.
I see. And then the
that's
publisher
the final
goes
thing.
out.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of competition, I would think. Right? There's a lot of people out there trying to do the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Did you sell that song in China?
I don't think so. Oh, they wanted to change all the lyrics or something, which...
Well, that makes sense, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then I would get less money or something, and my publisher was like, I don't think... Because she loves my song, so she's like, if this isn't the best deal I can get, we're not doing it. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I trust you.
Okay.
She's really good.
So how important is, where are you, would you say, right now? You know, like some people start out and, like an actor, they're going to have to, like, work in a diner or as a waiter before they get found.
Yeah.
How would you describe where you're at right now? You're not, definitely not at that stage. You're actually getting hired now.
Yeah, I think it's because the Sony labels and all of them. L.A. Reid has heard my songs, and he's the one that flew me out to work with Sean Kingston's producers as well as Mike Flynn. But I just started. I've been signed for almost a year, and that's huge that I got L.A. Reid to hear that. So that's insane. But I don't know. I want to cut. I want to cut so bad.
When you say cut, what does that mean?
That means someone bought your song.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that has not really happened yet.
Not officially.
Not
no,
officially. Okay.
Because everyone's like, oh, they're gonna do it, but then you wait a year, and then they have to show it to the label, and the label has to like it.
I see.
So it's a whole process.
Well,
this is my song called Last Time.
Okay.
And I wrote it a couple years ago, and it's my favorite song to play because the bridge is very jazzy. And I love jazz. But it's not a jazz song. Alright.
Is this one for sale?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
So if somebody hears it.
So if you want it, like, get my publisher.
Yeah.
Here I go now, I'm on my way. It's a brand new day, a brand new day. I'm 2 steps forward, not looking back. You see, I'm done with that. I'm so done with that.
but it's hard to leave you behind. And this is the last time that I'll hold you. Yeah, I told you I'd be gone. And this is a moment to remember. Love me tender, right or wrong, hold me till I'm gone. Hold me till I'm gone. Well, my bag's all packed and I'm out the door, but I need one kiss, I just need one more. My train is leaving at 1:45, and all my memories are gonna stay with you. And it's so hard to leave you behind. And this is the last time that I'll hold you. Yeah, I told you I'd be gone. And this is the moment to remember. To love me tender, right or wrong, hold me till I'm gone. Ooh, hold me till I'm gone. And my mind is gone, got me feeling so wrong. I don't know that I'll be coming back, but when you say my name, my heart knows you're to blame. And this is the last time that I'll hold you. Yeah, I told you I'll be gone. This is the moment to remember. Love me tender, right or wrong, hold me till I'm gone. Ooh, just hold me till I'm gone. So here I go now, I'm on my way. It's a brand new day, a brand new day. All right.
Wow. Great song. That's a
Thanks.
great one. When did you write that?
A couple years ago. It's like an old song, but it's
Now,
my favorite to play.
where does the inspiration come from for your songs?
I don't know. I guess my dad inspires me a lot.
But was that song? Was that to a boyfriend, or do you ever write?
No, I wrote this next to my father. I remember he bought me this new guitar, and I was so excited. I just taught myself weird chords that worked, and then I did that first line, like, here I go now, I'm on my way, because I heard that I was gonna get signed.
Ah.
So then I flipped it into a love song.
Unbelievable. That is just awesome. That's a great song.
Okay, good. Alright, whatever. This is my very old song. I wrote this when I was 15. And, it's just a pop, bubblegum, adorable thing that everyone loves so much. And I guess I know why, but, everyone, like, freaks out. Like, when I was in high school, they would have Rock the Mic every year.
Yeah.
And every year I would win, like, best solo thing, and I would play this song. And my senior year, I wasn't going to do it, but then someone had a uke, and they're like, you have to do it, and I did it. And the whole crowd started singing my song with me, and I almost cried, and it was the best high school ever.
That's great. That's a great memory.
It was pretty insane. It's called Waterfalls, though.
Waterfalls.
Yeah.
Every day I do a little more for you. I don't know why. Every day I try to do new things for you. I don't know why. Why should I try when I know it won't do no good? No. Why does it matter at all? 'Cause you know, yeah, you know that you got me tripping over waterfalls. Can't stand it all to the thought that you're making and breaking my heart. I'm dancing to the lullabies, doesn't seem right. That That's slow like the way my heart beats when you're not around. So take your time when you tell me that everything's alright. 'Cause you know I would know that it's just fine, fine, fine. Hey, it's just fine. Every day you say how amazing I am. I don't know why. Could you tell me as you hold my hand? I don't know why. Why should I try what I know it won't do no good? Oh, and why does it matter at all? 'Cause you know, yeah, you know that you got me tripping over waterfalls. Can't stand it all to the thought that you're making it breaking my heart. I'm dancing to the lullabies, doesn't seem right. That's so like the way my heart beats when you're not around. So take your time when you tell me that everything's alright. 'Cause you know I would know that it's just fine, fine, fine. Whoa, but don't just take what's said to me. You let me stranded on an island, just see. I'll be standing cold, waiting patiently alone. You got me tripping over waterfalls. Can't stand it all to the thought that you're making and breaking my heart. I'm dancing to the lullaby, it doesn't seem right. They're slow like the way my heart beats when you're not around. So take your time when you tell me that everything's alright. 'Cause you know I would know that it's just fine, 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 fine. Whoa, fine, fine, fine.
Oh, what a great tune. I couldn't help but, I'm sitting here tapping my toes and I'm trying to run the camera.
It's crazy. It's like infectious.
It's a good song for a ukulele, too.
Yeah, it
You know,
is.
it's perfect. It's
Yeah.
great.
I wrote it on a guitar, and then once I learned it on here, I was like, oh, I have to play it on this forever.
Absolutely. Well, listen, you know, what a great time being with you, and I wish you all the best in your career.
Thank you very much.
It was real nice to see you again.
It was nice to see you, too.
Thank you so much, man.
Thanks.